Hey buddy, it's Paul back here from Ballistic Blood Bullets. It's been far too long, but difficult times, interesting times. I hope everybody is good and well and staying safe. But what's better way to come back than with a big Italian blast of ballistic blood bullet goodness? And it doesn't come much better than in the form of Franco Gasparri in Stelvio Massi's awesome Episode 3 of the Mark trilogy, and this is the 44 Specialist. Yeah, Gasparri of course played Mark the Narc, and a brilliant entry in the Italian 70s police action series. Terrific stuff, and this is a absolute cracking release from Germany, Mediabook edition of the 44 Specialist. So let's have a look at it. It is truly breathtaking in hand, and so many nice details here. This here, the 44 Specialist, the title is just ever so slightly raised, and it's a different sheen, nice deep red sheen, but it's placed on top of the actual front cover here, and what it just sets it off so well. And also the same is for this as well. The names here, of course, got Franco Gasparri, John Steiner, and we've also got not only the brilliant Stelvio Massi, who's directing this one, but we have also, of course, got Nightmare on Elm Street's very own John Saxon, the brilliant John Saxon, who spent quite a bit of time in Italy, as I'm sure you probably all know. And this is one of the movies that he was certainly a big part of. So let's have a look around this very nice edition, Mediabook, as I say. Just have a little bit of look at the details on the back there, but of course, this being a German release, it's all pretty much in German language. But the film, it's certainly got a German version of the film, but have no fears, it does come with an English dub and also, I believe, English subtitled version selectable as well. So no worries there. Definitely English friendly. And yes, let's dive on in and have a look inside. Lots of goodness to be had, that's for sure. Let's do a nice pullback shot there. There's Franco Gasparri. What a really great, really was a potential for being a great star. His life sadly was cut short. He only made a handful of films. He started out in the I think it was way back in the early 60s. He was about 12 years of age. He made a couple of movies as a young boy in the sort of peplum movies, but then didn't really sort of jump back into filmmaking until the 70s, late 60s, 70s, and then he had the opportunity of making this trilogy of Mark the Narc films, as they're known, around 75 and 76. The three were made back to back, all by Stelvio Massi. This third entry coming in 1976, and it follows on from the other two films. Interestingly though, in the first movie, which is Mark il Poliziotto, aka Mark the Narc, but also known as Blood, Sweat and Fear, from 1975. He co-starred, he starred, and his co-star in the film was Lee J. Cobb, a great American actor, and he also spent quite a bit of time in Italy doing a lot of these police action crime dramas to great effect. But getting back to Gasparri's character, In the first two movies, his character is Mark Patty is the. I'm just trying to recall. It was Mark Patty that the character of Mark Patty he played in the 44 Specialist here. In the first two, sorry, just come back to me now, so apologies. He plays the character Mark Terzi, Commissioner Mark Terzi. He was a narcotics officer. And so he plays a slightly different character, it would seem, for the third entry. Although it's quite possible, again, I need to see the film. It's been quite a while since I've seen the film. I love the film, absolutely fantastic. It's a 7.5, 8 out of 10 for me. Brilliant, brilliant film. Probably the best of the three, just nudging it. But I grabbed this one because I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. Wonderful film. Hadn't seen it for a long time, but do have great memories of it. But I think the character that Gasparri plays in this third one, it's got a slightly different name. Mark, obviously, connecting the three films for the trilogy. But he was Mark Patty in the 44 Specialist. Because of his character that he was playing, he took the role in the film as an undercover cop, and that probably would explain why the character's name is slightly different. As I say, you'll discover if you've seen it yourselves, or if you do pick it up yourselves, which I hope you do. This is a great addition. Do let me know if you have got this, or you've seen the film, what your thoughts are, and what your preferences of the three films. But basically, the story in this one, 44 Specialist, is that he, co-starring with John Steiner and John Saxon, as I say, he goes undercover and is assigned to track down two murderous drug dealers. So that would certainly explain, I'd have thought, why he takes the role of Mark Patty as the character in this one, as part of his undercover procedure. But let me know what your thoughts are on that, and if I'm wrong, do, of course, please put in the comments, let me know. Point it out to me. But I will be watching this one myself soon, because I mean it's such a good film. It really is one of those really good high-end Italian police action drama films from the 70s. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Not only do you get with this release, this media book, all of the goodies that we just looked through as far as the film is concerned, but it does also come with a nice double-sided poster as well. Let's just swing on down and through this one as well, because it's good stuff. And you probably notice here the style of it, very, very familiar. And those of you who have watched Tarantino's recent in the last year, isn't it? The Hollywood film that he has made, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They do have this style of elongated poster to actually highlight and advertise that movie for Tarantino. So this is one of the types of style Italian poster that he's certainly borrowed from. And again, there we are, Franco Gasparri. And what I liked about this one as well, Franco Gasparri, the reason I went for this particular media book, so I think there's actually 3 editions of this. This is the slightly more limited edition. It is fairly low. Just trying to remember how low it was. It's probably not going to tell me on the back here. Nope, it doesn't seem to. But I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's literally as low as something like 300 editions. But I do believe the other 2 cover art editions, which are cool themselves, but I like this one particularly because it really shows the look and style of Gasparri as he is in the movie, which is rare. He's got that sort of white guy afro there, which is very certainly. If you think back to the show in the 70s, The Professionals, and you got Martin Shaw's character. which was Doyle. And he had a very similar look with that afro, and also the sort of tight-fitting jeans and leather jacket. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if Martin Shaw saw these Mark films, was a fan of Gasparri, of the Italian scene at the time, and borrowed heavily from his character. I mean, you know, you can't get much more sort of homaging or just a nod of gratitude in just copying, but in the right way. And The Professionals, of course, again, very similar in style, sort of a UK version of the Italian crime scene of the time. And The Professionals, I believe, also started in the late 70s, running through into the 80s. Really good stuff. And I just really like Gasparri. And as I say, this is the version that I wanted to pick up. The other two editions, I believe, are limited to 400. So that gives 1,000 releases, and they could well all be sold out. But if you really fancy this, check it out on Amazon Germany or similar sites, and see if they're still available, and maybe pick up a good deal. But for me, it's brilliant film first and foremost. Secondly, pretty rare, extremely special, and really, you know, I just wanted to pick this one up and have it for the collection. And not only Gasparri, Franco Gasparri, but all three of the Narc films are brilliantly directed by the skilled cinematographer and stunt action coordinator Stelvio Massi, who early on in his career actually worked with spaghetti western filmmaking legends Tonino Valeri and Giuliano Carnemeo, who's also known as Anthony Ascot, and he was working for them doing cinematography to make the spaghetti western stars such as Gianni Garco and George Hilton look pretty darned terrific. And the backdrop scenarios and cinematography, the lighting and shooting of that was just outdoors, absolutely fantastic. A real great eye for the backdrop and cinematography skills of Stelvio Massi. He then turned to full directing duties in 1974 and went on to direct an incredible 32 action feature films. And of course his stunt action coordination really came into play there, because he is one of the great Italian action stars, directing wise. Just brilliant. I mean, the car crashes, the chase scenes, the motorcycle chases, it's just brilliant. I mean, if you've never seen a Stelvio Massi film, pretty much check out anything that he directed during the 70s and you'll have a good time. Absolutely guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. Just so very, very cool, and so skilled at his job. Just so very good. And of those 32 action feature films, they included some of the Politzio action star of the time, Maurizio Merli's best roles, such as Convoy Busters and Politzio do Sprint. Massi also directed some of the very best stars of Italian action of the time, including Fabio Testi, Thomas Millian, Luke Miranda, and even Fred Williamson in 1987's Sylvester Stallone Cobra knockoff, Cobra Nero, aka of course Black Nero. Now sadly, Franco Gasparri's film career was all too short. I would have loved to have seen him in so many more of these. I mean, heck, it would have been great to have seen, you know, maybe 5 of these Mark films and so many others. He just was taken from us all too soon. He was only 28 years of age when he was in The 44 Specialist. You know, real young guy with a real bright future. Such a shame. His last film, in fact, was The 44 Specialist, which you know, back in 1976, and he was just at the age of 28 then. And sadly, a motorcycle accident in 1980 confined him tragically to a wheelchair for the rest of his life, and sadly then died March 28th, 1999, and he was only 50 years of age. A real shame, but such a talent, and you can not go far wrong in just experiencing how good he was and what future potential he had by checking out the 44 Specialist, or indeed, as I say, any of the Mark films in the trilogy. And go get yourself some Stelvio Massi movies as well. There's plenty of them. All in all, it's just a good time to be had, and brilliant stuff from the Italian genre scene from the 70s and 80s particularly. Great stuff, really delighted to have this. And as I said, do let me know if you've picked this one up, or if you've got the film in general, which one of your the three is your favourite. And any thoughts that you have on Franco Gasparri, or indeed Stelvio Massi. Just all round good stuff, great action, Italian style, and delighted to have. Really great to have you guys with me. Stay well, stay safe, see you all soon. Bye for now.